Hello and welcome everyone. Gonna be doing some Perfect Dark stuff. There's not really a general theme to this, I just really enjoy this game. Gonna do some speed runs, maybe do some like the cheat challenges, who knows. I kind of just want to have fun and chat with y'all and do some other just fun stuff in the game. So, this is the Perfect Dark PC port. Let me raise the volume up just a little bit. Hopefully that's good. Let me see. But this is the Perfect Dark PC port. I'm not sure if this is the most up-to-date version of it, but it is fairly close to it. I'll be playing with my Xbox Series X controller, which is the Doom Dark Ages theme. Funny enough, I do not own that game at all, but I managed to get two of these bad boys for a massive discount. They were normally going for like, what, 80 to 100 bucks? I got them for 30 each. So, these controllers are pretty nice, all things considered. I like how clicky these buttons are. Not a fan of the face buttons, they're a little squeaky. And the joysticks are a little mid, but the D-pad is genuinely phenomenal. I used to speedrun a lot of Perfect Dark XBLA, so I'm more used to using the Xbox controller when it comes to doing the speedruns or doing multiplayer. But on that note, probably make a new character, a new save. Let's see. I'll just give it the stream name. There we go. So for this, I'll kind of just be going through, maybe doing some speedrun stuff, mess around, maybe do some multiplayer stuff. At one point, I'm going to do a stream where I just play through the multiplayer with the all-in-one mod. So I'm very excited for that at some point. Actually, I'll turn that on. Turn that off. Always do the paintball. What's really cool with the PC port too is the fact that you can just unlock everything. I've seen other PC ports that just refuse to give you anything extra and you have to play through the whole thing, when a lot of times people just want to have like the full game unlocked so they can play through what they want. So it's really nice at the fact that this has everything like that. With that being said, let me do some Perfect Agent. This is what the controller I used last time. I may not be as good at aiming now because I'm dedicating some time to talking and shit like that. When I was playing last time, I was actually had like my hand or like my lap down, like my legs down, and I was actually focused. We were in a Discord call and I was chatting. I was like, you know what, this may be interesting to have recorded. But I hope everyone is having a wonderful day today. It's not as cold out, but it is a little rainy. Yeah, I'm just gonna play through this normally. I actually have a pretty cool project coming up with Perfect Dark in the near future, so I hope whoever is watching this may enjoy that at some point. Something cool in the community right now is we're about to have a GoldenEye tournament, which is going to be really cool. It's LTK only, so what it is you get pistols. You always start with a pistol because Axe's mod is what they use, which is really cool. They made the spawn points closer to how Perfect Dark does its spawn points, which is really cool. And there's just a bunch of really cool shit that goes on with it, like especially like a community base. Genuinely really cool. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Also love getting that little secret there.
Help me!
I've got a password problem, and you're the man to help me with it.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
There we go. Check something real quick. Alright, cool. There we go. Also, one thing that's cool is you can see right here, I actually have support of my mouse.
Use it!
Don't shoot!
So
Don't shoot!
usually I don't try to use my mouse, but because it's still bound, anytime I want to move away from this menu or this game to check something else, you'll occasionally see this. But for the most part, on how I have this controller set up is the D-pad is essentially my joystick, which is really nice. My clicks on the sticks let me crouch, which is a really cool feature that XBLA added, that then this port retroactively fitted in. So that's really cool. Like pretty much all the normal buttons, like fire mode. If you've played XBLA, you know how it works. Like these. So this button lets me go to my next weapon. This one lets me go to my previous. So a good way to do reloads is to swap weapons like this. Let me not just sit and chat. Let me do this. Let them come to me. But yeah, if you do this, you can swap and you don't have to worry about reloading your weapon, which is really cool. Now there's some weapons like the laptop gun that obviously you can't really. It's actually worth just doing just a reload because how slow the reload is. Hey, Merc, good to see you. Hope your day's going well so far.
Other hub's got to be.
What's that noise?
This is kind of the one game that I actually don't really need mods or like extra challenge stuff to play through. I can just do this casually. I love playing through this. Like, I love Donkey Kong 64 so much, and it's one of my favorite platformers ever. But having the mods really make that game light up. Like, it really gives a spark to playing the game over and over. I always love this level. It's such a good level. It's funny because it's almost kind of linear with how it's designed, but it ends up working out really nice. These guys are so slow to react to like anything too, which is kind of funny. There we go. Yeah, look how long it takes them to like process anything.
We programmed the cleaning bot. It'll give you ideas.
Affirmative.
It's interesting as like if you were to think of it as like an actual laboratory, how small this thing actually is. You think it'd be like a lot bigger, it'd have like extra things. I guess it's like you got the rest of the skyscraper for that, but I don't know. Something cool to note about the CMP is when you are just doing your normal rapid fire, see how your weapon turns with you, but when you swap to the follow lock one, it actually stays in place. That's such a cool little detail that I never even really realized.
Damn it.
She's got a gun!
It's always such a cool looking weapon. The fact it glows in the dark too. It gives it such a like it's funny because technically the weapon's textures are very basic. The actual body of the texture is literally just one. It's the same one almost as the Falcon 2. However, it's got a bunch of textures that kind of like float above the gun, which is all these unique little like grooves and textures and stuff like that.
Pull the plug on that. Now.
Please, don't hurt me!
Who the hell are you?
That one's always such a satisfying one. Also, always got to show off the little initials there. It's actually not textured at all. What they use is they color in the geometry of that instead. So like the PP7 and stuff like that actually don't have textures. They just color in the model itself, which is pretty cool. But in game, or like in the editor and in the game's files, that quote unquote coloring texture is actually just like a 1x1 to 2x1 texture, which is really cool. Surprisingly, that color in feature is used very sparingly in this game. I went through a playthrough the other day on stream, and only like 3 levels I think in the entire game actually has the geometry colored in by a single color. I'll have to check out GoldenEye some point and see if it's like that too. Also, fun fact, the K7 Avenger has a longer equip animation than most of the other guns. So you're actually not losing much time if you just reload your weapon outright.
That's the highest security. Protocol has got to be nearby.
Understood.
Also, this is not the controller I usually use if I play something like AQZ or anything like that. I'll show it off in the meantime. I use this. So whenever Adzi is doing his LTK streams, this is the controller I use. I'll set it up at some point for Perfect Dark PC port, but I just haven't gotten around to that yet. It's a really nice controller. I really like it. It's a little sensitive on the joysticks. But other than that, it's genuinely, like, feels so wonderful. Got him in the Pinar.
Hey, you! Open fire!
Ooh, missed that.
They've locked down the ground floor. Get to the elevator.
Affirmative.
There we go. That was kind of perfect timing. You stay back. Hey, Grim, good to see you. Hope you're doing well today. There we go.
She's here!
Ah, those slow days can either be like a make or break for your shift. Let's see. There's some days where it's like I absolutely love just having a slow day, but other days I was like, please let me get out of here.
Get her.
There we go. It's funny how useless the shotgun is, but at the same time, like, extremely good. Because the way headshots work, essentially, if you land a headshot, like, at all, you're guaranteed that kill in single player. And the shotgun's not the greatest. However, because it has so many pellets, you're bound to at least hit some sort of headshot with it. Even if you're not trying. I actually kind of mess around with the shotgun a bit because I rarely use it. Yeah, like that, you can see there how not powerful it is. But that extra pellet that just may hit them in the head is extremely dangerous for them. Something funny as well is the single shot actually has significantly worse accuracy than the double pump. Technically, there's no real use to even using the single shot. Get a hidden dragon there, which is really nice. You essentially get a weapon that has full ammo.
We meet again, girl. You've become quite an annoyance. I can't leave any bodyguards standing.
There we go. I was fumbling for a little bit.
Don't keep the
It's funny they give you the dragon so late, though, in this level.
Receive.
Considering you just use it for that. But it is nice that there is a hidden weapon.
There's someone here.
This is personally one of my favorite levels to speedrun and just kind of play through. I used to not like it as a kid because you didn't get the Falcon 2, and I just didn't understand how to really line up my shots with the sniper. But I really love this level. Fun fact, in the code, the sniper rifle and the knife are some of the last coded in weapon stats, with the knife actually being the last one coded in. That's some nasty auto aim. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, one thing that is a little annoying with the PC port is the fact that if I press B or A to like swap like weapons or reload and stuff like that, it'll just open the doors as well if you're in front of them. I'm sure there's a fix. I've just never gotten around to actually doing the fix, I guess.
Someone shoot it. Target sighted. Close.
I hear them. Where are they at? There they are. Ooh. But yeah, I love the way this level looks. Just cool to see like the ocean and like the sand. It's something you don't, I guess you don't really see too much in like cyberpunk-esque like retro sci-fi settings, is kind of these more villa like beach areas. See a lot of cities and stuff. So it's a nice little change of pace.
I get the wind generator back online. Power to the lower base
Ooh. There we go. Run back up here. I used to think as a kid, I was like, it's like, oh, what if I just blow up the computers? It's silly that, like, you can't just blow them up.
Those hackers have to be
But
stopped.
it does make sense because then that way you just be skipping this objective. I'll be taking that. I always love the little weapon sway of your gun when you look around. That's something I wish more games utilized a bit more. Because it's so cool. I love it.
He is supposed to be holding Daniel.
Or someone hit me.
I've always kind of viewed this level 2 as almost like a bit of a firing range for when you speedrun. Because it really is just straightforward, just
Sir, are you injured?
taking out the guards.
No, John.
And like the snipers are kind of just essentially targets.
Told them where I'd hidden Dr. Carroll. Only I'd held out for a few minutes more.
It's not your fault, sir. I should have been quicker.
Let me check one thing real quick. There we go. Oh, that's acting a bit weird. I think one of my menu buttons are accidentally bound to that.
We have an intruder. I don't want any trouble.
Alright, bring those guys over. Ooh. It's 2 of 3. There we go.
The only place we could secure the equipment was a strong range.
Let's check out that. One thing I should have done a little bit better with a speedrun I did the other day in Chicago is I should have done the bomb spy right there. Instead, I played it safe. I did it all the way back here. There we go. Perfect.
Stop where you are. The car park lifted.
Good shit. And I got the psychosis gun. I think I did it exactly 1 minute when I did the speed run, but I was full locked in. Yep, I knew you there. There we go.
There's no way through while those lasers are active.
Where'd you do it? There we go. That one. This guy, depending if you've aggroed him, he'll sit at the bottom of the stairwell. He wasn't this time. I'm actually surprised. These guys can have some good vantage points on you. If you're kind of coming in here not expecting that they're hiding. They'll hide like here. They'll hide here. And then hell, even sometimes they'll just hide like behind there and shit.
must be the meeting. Room up ahead. Time to spy.
I heard a noise.
It got shot. I heard a noise.
Cover me! Now! Oh my god.
The safe's heavily encrypted. The decoders.
It's funny how this was intentionally expected of you to do to get the speed run
Programming
cheat for this.
no longer has a personality, so there will be no further incidents.
This will reduce its efficiency.
I kind of like when game developers will acknowledge either like a bug or like a an exploit and do something instead of fixing it or like getting rid of the fun aspect of it. They utilize it for something. I love that.
And I resent being singled out for blame. What about him?
The president
Also, I think that room behind that elevator door is probably like one of the worst textured things in the game. It's very blurry
influence.
and it's very sloppy. It doesn't look like an elevator at all.
Perhaps I underestimated his resolve.
But you're not really going to be seeing that. That's like the most you ever see it, so it's like it makes sense.
And we will move as soon as the presidential entourage arrives at the airbase. All I need from the president is a tissue sample.
Also, it's worth not ending the cutscene at the end of that. You want to wait a little bit. When he starts to like put his hands on the desk or on the chair, that's when you want to, because the door fully opens. So check that out. So the door will fully open, and if you spend too much more time, it'll close on its own, which can be a pain in the ass on its own. Also, a fun fact for those tuning in, how the Farsight is usually regarded as like the most powerful gun in the game. That's actually semi-false. The Golden Magnum, the DY357 XL, is actually the most powerful gun in the game, stat-wise. If you were considering the direct damage output that the Magnum does is 200, where everything else that is a one-shot is only 100, including the Farsight. However, the Farsight has a little bit of an upper advantage on it, on the fact if you shoot an enemy their gun, you'll actually one-shot them because it essentially passes through them twice. But the Gold Magnum is genuinely the strongest weapon in the entire game. However, with the fact that shields and health essentially are their own separate health bars almost. So, like, let's say I do an insta-kill with the Farsight, but I got a shield. It'll do 100 damage just directly to the shield. It doesn't do the shield and your health. It'll just do the shield. But you can bypass it and get an instant kill if you shoot their gun. One of these guys are going to throw a grenade, I know it.
But I can't throw a bomb.
You. Also, fun fact, you can actually throw the bug that high in the PC port if you launch yourself. So if you go like this, bad example, but if you crouch and throw it at the same time, it'll launch it like way higher than it normally expected. Shooting a gun to hit them twice sounds like a playground rules. Yeah. There we go. But yeah, it's interesting how they do their shields and their health, because they're essentially just two different health bars entirely. It's not like in GoldenEye where it's like it's your armor and it's technically your health, but it's labeled as armor. Something also cool about shields is you lose the ability to have your like headshots done to you, but your hitbox is significantly bigger, so it's almost a little bit of a trade-off. Oh, that guy just got smoked.
There's the antenna. But I can't throw a bug that high.
Alright, I'm not doing the example again. There we go. It's also interesting that they just shared that right over from GoldenEye. The little tracer bug. There we go. It's interesting that this level is essentially just all pistols. I think that's something that makes this a little bit challenging, is just the fact that it's like, you really only got one ammo type. Because if you run out of one weapons ammo, you essentially run out of everything. Considering you just got 2 pistols and then the dragon later on. So these are the 2 best spots to throw grenades, because they essentially destroy everything. Well, I guess that one just was a dud. There we go. Including that guy. We'll also kill that guy, I guess. Also, I always love how this skybox looks. This is actually just a square set of polygons, or like tries, that are just around the map. Ooh. There we go. They're essentially just a giant square around the map, which is kind of funny. But it makes it look really cool. I think XBLA did a wonderful job in redesigning the skybox as well. Got rid of the grenader. Holy shit, that scared me. I haven't heard that thing in a hot minute. Oh my god. Appreciate you got some use out of that. I gotta figure out why OBS, or not OBS, Twitch's alert box doesn't work if my normal audio output capture is off. It doesn't register, like the source doesn't register as a sound, like an audio at all. It just captures it as like a web browser almost. But it's interesting because, like, if I can hear it, then why doesn't it appear? Also, if you do that, guards spawn in there. I think I fucked up. What did I not do? Oh, that's funny. Hello, spawning guard. For those that don't know, there is invisible guards throughout the map that can just spawn in either extra guards at any time, or they wait for certain parameters to be met. Like when you go into there, and you have all the other stuff completed, they will spawn in after you leave the elevator. I think I'm gonna get smoked here. I don't remember the pathing for this. Ah, so close. Damn.
Holy. My gun!
There we go. Also, some cool details in this level for those that may not know as well. If you let that little hovercopter get programmed, it'll fly around the map once you complete the objective down here, which can be really annoying to deal with. Essentially, that guy will kind of like walk away, and he will go down to that little bunker area where you plant the explosives. And if you knock him out, you actually can access a door in the next level, because apparently he just wakes up and then goes and resumes on his day. And he'll open the door for you, which leads to a phoenix, which makes that level like absolutely trivial.
She's mine. I got it, Chris.
There we go. Not mess around now. Funny enough, I can't quite remember if it is or not, but the MagSec actually has the farthest pushback on any weapon. I think it's set for 10. Everything else that has any sort of pushback is set for 4. He should be falling down. Oh, where'd he go? Well, maybe that guy just decided to take the day off. Good on him. Oh, there he is. Whew. Also, the spawning guards, for some reason, they have it. They never programmed it that they are essentially invincible. They're only immune to gunfire. However, explosions are an entirely different subject. So, like, blowing up this spot right here will reveal a hidden spawn-in guard, or not spawn-in, a clone guard spawner.
Careful with that trigger finger, Agent Dark. You're closing in on my position.
Confirmed.
Come here.
So I'll push out here. And then boom, there they are. One of my favorite things is just throwing the dragon in for the cutscenes.
There you are. I was beginning to
Another spawning guard. That's my favorite. Just launch that fucker.
if you'd been discovered.
Ooh, he was gonna throw a grenade. I'll be taking that. Get them to move to the elevator. There we go. There's still a guy up top. There he is. Hello. So yeah, if you knocked out the guard that was making or like activating that little robot, he'll actually be over here and he'll unlock this. Usually that is the legitimate way, the only legitimate way to get into that room. However, if you're able to shoot a guard's hand just right, they'll kind of like do a back away where they'll like turn away because they just got shot. And for some reason, if they're right next to a door, they will just automatically activate it, which is kind of funny. Goodbye, dragon. That's not what I wanted. Oh, where are you shooting me from? Shoot me from over here? No. G. After this, I want to do a little bit of a challenge thing where I go through as like small Joanna. I think that'd be pretty fun. Just kind of go through. Thank you for the normal falcon. I'll be taking that. Oh, so you don't got to worry about that turret whatsoever, as long as they don't activate these. If they activate them as well, they will cause spawning guards to appear. So they'll constantly be up your ass right here. But for that, it's just this guy. You don't need to go in there at all. Sometimes people will get mixed up and try to go in there to turn off the lights. All you gotta do is come right into here. Ooh, that hurt. Come right in here, blow that up. That's all you gotta do. Which is pretty nice. But it is really cool that you can go around, activate more things, hack more things. Really cool shit. Come over here. Fire this off. Get that guy.
Showers. Now.
So you can just bypass that whole other area.
Start with their unit.
There we go.
I don't have much time.
I hope this is at least as entertaining for people. I know it's not like anything specific I'm doing, but I just really love playing through this game. And I know there's not enough stuff about this game really being streamed or whatnot, so I like to try to whenever I can.
Close to the cryo room.
Received.
Yep, got a good look at him.
Hi.
One thing speedrunners do is they knock out these guys. I never have luck knocking these guys out, so I just kind of let them live.
So, you got here at last. Everyone's been waiting for you.
He's just chill.
It's an intruder.
What are you doing? What are you gonna do? I'll be taking that. I really like the tranquilizer in this game. I don't know how too many people feel about it, but it's really good. It's fantastic for multiplayer against bots, and it's fantastic against taking people out in campaign. Ooh. Plus it puts them in like giggle shit mode where they'll just like miss and like walk around in circles. Let me take it a little bit more serious now. I heard a noise after hearing their entire office just get smoked. There we go. He's the one that usually has the key. There it is. Good to see you, Crow. I hope you're doing well. There we go. Also, fun fact, you can double your speed if you just release whatever you're carrying, like that. See how much speed I got for that shit? That's really cool. The way the PC port actually does the physics a little different. And I'll swap to my mouse real quick to kind of show it off. So, if you are to release, they'll essentially go pinball mode. And you could do it really good with the crates, which is really funny.
We need to meet up.
Yeah, Opix gets smoked while on lunch. I know, right? They got obliterated. And he's like, oh, what's that noise?
Hurry.
I found it. Time to help out with Jonathan before he gets into any more trouble.
There we go. But I'm doing pretty well. It's good to see you again. Should make a pinball mod. Fucking hell, that'd be interesting. I don't think I'd be able to do it with Perfect Dark, unfortunately. I don't think I'd be able to do it for any game, to be honest. But it'd be funny.
That smell. Oil. I smell it from my hand.
It's also nice that you can fire this thing essentially as fast as you want to.
Medpac's gotta be somewhere around here.
There we go. Yeah, it has. But I hope you've been doing well. It's been kind of like a little bit of a chill January, which is nice. Also for this, check this out. So you see how like there's no clone guards there? That's because they're directly an action block that spawns them in. So you can't actually cheese that area. Same goes for over here.
Over here. We need to get back to our friends.
So they spawn in after that segment's completed. And then same thing is for over here. I actually survived that. Damn. there's one more guy over here. Can I trick shot him? Close. There we go. Close enough. There is guards that will start spawning in, though, that will just chase after you, which could be really annoying, especially for Jonathan, because Jonathan is absolutely gormless. He will just eat as many shots as possible and will go after random guards. There we go. Also over here, if you don't look over here, thank you, Jonathan. If you don't look over here while you're like taking care of guards this way, they will actually spawn in there. So it's good to kind of like sit at this angle. That way you get a bit of both. Yep, on doing the Goof Troop stream, I've been busy. No, I've not. I've actually been... I knew you were kind of like busy in a way, so I was actually waiting for you to be around, because I figured it would be a little bit of a bummer for you if like you missed it. But I do have all that set up too. So I was kind of like, because I know I've had that before where it's like I've requested something, I wasn't around for it. For a streamer, so I try to make sure if the person is around that I actually do the stream while they're able to enjoy it. I did the Torok. I did a small Torok stream. There's something really funky with the Kex engine that causes it to essentially break all of my audio on my computer. So I still got to figure that out because I want to play through a lot more of that. Oops, went up the wrong way. But yeah, I know January's been kind of a busy month for people, so I've not really done as much stuff. I've kind of just been working on some extra stuff for Perfect Dark and working on mods and such. Also over here, where are you shooting from? Damn, he's eating some ammo. There's two more guys that are going to appear up the stairs. There we go. The cutscene actually waits for you to kill the last guard there, too. As you hear the little activation sound. Should be a guard over here. But yeah, whenever you're available, feel free to let me know in the Discord too. That way I can set up the stream for it.
Oh no, we having problems.
Also, pushing him makes this cutscene end quicker when he goes to activate this.
It's the only way out of here.
So if I push him all the way, like, let's say up here.
You're the only one who can fly it, Elvis, so get in.
You can make this you can make this ending sequence extremely quickly.
You behind. There must be a way out of here.
Or finished extremely quickly. Like, that music starts up way faster. There we go. Failed that. I heard that immediately. Oh, you little bastard. I never liked this level. I like the way it looks and everything, but it's my least favorite one to play because the intro. Also, fun fact, this, oh yeah, especially like its alternate fire. Its alternate fire does 100 damage. Funny enough, the alternate fire was the first one coded in, and then the sedate feature was added later on. There we go.
Hi.
I thought he was gonna shoot me. You know what? I don't trust him. Is he still around? No. I do wish this guy wouldn't have been here. So I can throw proximity mine down this way. Because there's guards that spawn in that way. But this bow, this crossbow, funny enough, actually has the same knockback as like the other weapons that are like more powerful, which is kind of funny. Normally, if you're speedrunning this, you'd throw your drug spy right here to keep the door open, but I'm not quite doing that right now.
Conceal your equipment.
Affirmative.
My Wi-Fi bears stream buffering. So far there's been no drop frame, so it may just be your Wi-Fi today.
Hey there.
Feel free to let me know if so.
All the way from here.
Thankfully, it has no drop frames at the moment.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Hi.
Also, if you take out all three of these guys, if you take out all three of these guys, the last one will drop
Useless.
dual magnums. If I come over.
G.
Hey.
Imposter.
But yeah, that crossbow. Ooh, where the fuck did you come from? Holy shit. The crossbow actually has the same knockback as the magnum and such. Oh, I hate this fucker.
Holy.
This is the one level I refuse to speedrun whenever I play this game for like speedrunning stuff. It's the one level in the entirety of my XBLA runs that I actually just don't do. Oh my god, this fucker's annoying.
Why me?
There we go. Let's take him out the old-fashioned way. There we go. Something interesting in this game is a big thing with GoldenEye is a lot of weapons have bullet penetration. Like bullet penetration is actually a really big thing in that game. But for Perfect Dark, there's only like I think 3 to 4 weapons that actually have penetration. So you'd have like your Callisto. Funny enough, the Callisto has bullet penetration. And its secondary fire mode actually doubles its damage output. Yeah, pretty much is just a toothpick. The way it bounces off of them. But like the Farsight, the Callisto, and I think it's like there's like 1 or 2 other weapons that do. But like there's none of the assault rifles I think
Use that case to conceal your
have bullet penetration or anything like that. It's like exclusively to like the Mayan weapons, to some of them.
Hey, what's up?
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Even the classic weapons, like the GoldenEye weapons, they don't have the same bullet penetration stats they do like in GoldenEye, which is interesting.
Secure the perimeter.
That guy out. Keep seeing I keep seeing Perfect Dark in my local game store. Oh, absolutely. How much is it? Depending on how much it is, you can find them for like way cheaper. You ain't gonna do anything. Maybe you are. 25? 25's not too bad. I see them at my local game shop for like $6. But 25, is it like in case anything? Is it like decent quality? Okay, he's not here. That I'm not fully sure on. Maybe they just decided that it wasn't important. I will say though, if you are interested in Perfect Dark, 25 is not bad for it at all. That's usually the rate that GoldenEye used to go for in like the local game shops around me. However, do note if you're playing on the original console, it's very laggy. It's very low frame rates and stuff like that, especially the campaign. However, if you're willing to spend a little bit more money, I recommend getting a summer cart. If you're not looking for like the actual authentic 100% real cartridges, so like here is my copy of Perfect Dark. Here's the one I grew up with. I would fully recommend getting a summer cart, because a summer cart essentially not only would play Perfect Dark, but it'll play anything. It'll play any N64 game, including disc drive games. Not only that, this can actually play PAL and like Japanese cartridge or versions of the games too. Most times, if you get a summer cart, they'll already have everything preloaded for you as well, which is really cool. But if you're looking to if you're willing to spend more money, I fully recommend this. That is actually what I play on if I'm to play Perfect Dark again, because I keep my original childhood saves like authentic. But yeah, I'm not fully sure why bullet penetration's not really a thing in this. Also, Three Stooges are about to come down the escalator. There's a guy here. Yep, there they come. Ooh. Damn. Hey, welcome back. But yeah, did you see any of the previous conversation I had? Just making sure. I fucking hate these guys. I wouldn't fully recommend it. I'll go briefly over the thing I was just talking about. So here's my OEM version. Here's my original version of Perfect Dark. This is the one I grew up with. If it's yellow and it's game only, I'd say search eBay. Look for eBay or something like that. However, if you're willing to spend a little bit more money, and I mean like $40 more or so, get a summer cart. Summer carts can play every single version of Perfect Dark. It can also play mods, and they're usually preloaded with every single Nintendo 64, NES to Nintendo 64 game on these, including disc drive. So if you're interested in playing multiple games, I fully recommend the summer cart. They're genuinely phenomenal. Especially since we're getting to a point now where batteries and internal parts are starting to kind of like die out. They flooded the area with wolf gas. I fully recommend the summer cart. Also, another reason why I recommend the summer cart is because there is a performance patch or a performance ROM for Perfect Dark that makes it run so much smoother on real hardware. It's like, it's absolutely worth just getting a summer cart for it. How do you come out? They flooded the area with wolf gas.
Okay, you know the way from here.
But also, if you have the means to be able to play games on a PC, I fully recommend the PC port. Like, the PC port's just genuinely phenomenal. I know some people, like Scott in the community, actually prefers, like, the, 1964 emulator over it.
You new around here?
But, at some point, there's going to be full modding support for Perfect Dark PC port, which I'm all excited for, because that's where I'll be doing a lot of my mods and stuff once that comes out. And if the modding tools are, like, easily accessible, because the GoldenEye editor is not the most accessible when it comes to Perfect Dark stuff. Like, there's a reason why a lot of stats are missing in the Wikipedia pages and stuff, is just because it's such a nightmare to, like, go through.
Hi,
Get my
how are you?
suitcase. There we go. Let me get out of this damn level.
The case will get stopped unless you do something. Hey there.
Hiya.
Yeah, that's fair. But if you want the physical one, I fully just recommend getting it maybe from, like, somewhere on eBay or another game store. 25 for a yellowed cartridge is a bit much. Like, I've seen, like, nearly pristine versions of Perfect Dark go for $6. Alright, let me not mess around here. This guy here. Ooh, all the boys are coming. Fucking hell. Oh, the escalator counted as a moving object. Shit, I should have realized that. But yeah, that's why a lot of times with the bullet penetration, going back to that, they just don't go through the guards or objects or anything like that. I have a feeling it could be a balancing thing for the campaign, because if you have the boys, like, gang up on you, it's a lot harder to take them all out. What's this? Yeah, I've seen them. I want to actually get one of them whenever they make it for the N64. Because I think that's going to be really cool. Yeah, I personally like having them because, like, they're, especially now with how, like, saves are starting to get corrupted in cartridges and everything like that. And also just being able to access your own versions of the dumps and such. I think it's really cool. I would love to get one for the N64 and the probably like the DS one day. Ooh, neat. There's a company I follow, or like a small little company I follow that makes them as well, and they make them really high quality. They currently just released one for the Super Nintendo. But yeah, I would love to have one of them one day. That way I could actually, like, port over saves and stuff like that. Alright, hell yeah, get me out of there.
Now, let's retrieve the evidence.
Hello.
Hi.
Ooh, hell yeah.
Hey there.
That's pretty sick. Yeah, I like that.
Hey, that's not.
Something cool with the summer cart as well is because it has like an SD card that has all the ROMs and stuff. You can just pull all your saves and everything. One, you can back up your saves. And two, you can dump them to your computer and stuff like that. Also, you can actually save your mem packs to the summer cart as well. Another thing that's really cool is these little blue retros. You plug it right into your N64 and it connects as a Bluetooth for any controller you want.
The president's room is on.
And then on top of that, it works as a memory pack too, which is really cool.
Mr. President, you're in danger. Trent is trying to kidnap you.
You can't make accusations like that without evidence. I assume that you have.
So, there's a few ways that you can save mem packs.
And the other conspirators.
One,
Seems.
the easiest one right now is the summer cart.
What do we do?
So if you have the summer cart and you... Oh, so let me take care of these guys real quick.
We have to get you to the escape pod. Follow me.
If you have a summer cart, there's a feature that allows you to back up your mem packs if it's plugged into your controller. Which is really useful because I was doing a rush through playthrough where I was trying to get everything and my save corrupted. And it's really good to have for that. Another way is you can get a what's it called? A RAFnet adapter, and then plug it in, get the software for it, and then transfer it over that way. Because RAFnet actually has a support for saving and transferring mem packs that way. You dumb shit. People say Natalia is bad, but fucking hell, the NPCs in Perfect Dark are significantly worse.
Hello.
They've got the survival instincts of a wet fart on a Tuesday.
How's things?
Hi.
But another way that you can save the mem pack is just registering it through this. It has a feature that just lets you back it right up. It'll automatically always read your controller as having a mem pack in. And I think if you double click the button, you can swap it over from mem pack to rumble pack and stuff like that. Just go this way.
President's room is on this level, Joanna.
Who are you, young lady?
Mr. President, you're in danger. Trent is trying to kidnap you.
Alright.
You can't make accusations like that without evidence.
Trent goes through all this effort to capture him and kill him, but like, he fucking runs right in front of guns.
Trent and the other conspirators.
It seems overwhelming. I'm in your hands. What do we do now? What the hell was that?
Go into here.
Escape pod. Follow me.
So now the autopilot's safe. I don't have to worry about doing the autopilot objective whatsoever. So if I just go right in here, I can actually just throw this time mine right now. Alright, Mr. President, get the fuck back here. Christ. There we go. That's taken care of. He's just chilling. Funny enough, a good way to kind of counter them coming up to you is just run into their melee range. They'll always try to melee you first if they're before their animation. Good shooting. There we go. Come down in here. There we go.
There's the escape pod.
Also, I love how gormless these guys are. These are the weakest enemies in the entire game. They have like 0 to no health. Brutal Legends. Yes, I have actually. The one with Jack Black. Yeah, I have that. I think I have it for PS3. That was a fun game. I wanted to replay it through sometime. PS3 is a bit of a bitch to stream on, because they have essentially a thing that denies or like prevents you from being able to stream with it for some stupid reason. Same goes for PS4, because I recently streamed Star Wars The Clone Wars, and getting the PS4 to actually register the capture card was a nightmare. So at some point I want to get a splitter for that. But yeah, I think the last time I played that game was like 2017, I think. There's a point in time where I just went on a binge and bought like a shit ton of games that were like dirt cheap, because like GameStop was selling them, where it was like you could get like fucking four games for like $40 or like $20 and stuff like that. And it was kind of at the end of the PlayStation 3's life. So, like, they were just trying to get rid of as many as possible. So, I've got, like, a massive collection of PS3 and Xbox 360 games because of that. I honestly need to go through them one day because, like, I shit you not, like, 70% of them I just not touched. It's so satisfying, though, isn't it? To go in, it's like, oh, man, I can get, like, 5 games for, like, $20. Like, hell yeah. You feel like you hit the jackpot. Also, if you're too loud over here, you'll scare the clone president. Ah, shit. Realistically, you can just leave them alone. You don't actually have to activate that until later on. It'll actually keep these guards from coming after you. Yeah. At that point, the mine just like explodes. Yeah, if you're too loud up in that area, firing. Oomst. If you're too loud firing over there, it'll cause the president to run. There we go. That's all 3 of them. I'll be taking that. It looks like he's supposed to have some extra dialogue at the end too, but I guess maybe they just cut it, or like he just does that. You ever played Resistance games? Oh yeah, my brother was really big into the Resistance games. If I recall, they're the same people that make the Ratchet and Clank games, and at the time, I shouldn't have used that. Get the fuck out of the way. At the time, due to like time crunches and shit like that, and just being crunched for game development, they split the Ratchet and Clank team up in Insomniac to work on Resistance. But yeah, there's some really fun games. You come here. Come here, boy. There we go. Let's go over this way. I'm trying to get a little bit more of a handle of streaming and also like increasing my skill a little bit while playing and streaming. Because like I did a stream where I was just like completely silent. I wasn't talking or anything like that. Just because I figured I wanted to stream it, and I was like, I was recording it anyway. So I was like, I may as well just stream this. Like the best way to record stuff is just have it streamed. Ooh, you. Why are you here?
My gun!
But when it comes to like multitasking, when it comes to like chatting in a stream and stuff like that, ooh, I didn't expect them to turn around like that. Fuck, little dickhead. But I'm trying to get better at like actually playing the games better while chatting and stuff.
There's the escape pod.
Yeah, I think Resistance could be a little bit hard because I don't think it sold too well. The first one, at least. I can't remember. One of them didn't sell too well. It was 3. Want that gun. There we go. Yeah, exactly. I gotta figure out a good way to split my attention on like chatting and stuff and streaming. Or like and playing the game, I guess. Hey, Scott, good to see you. Good stream today with DK. I was surprised to see DK in there. I was like, wait a minute, this ain't Rush. Oh, for sure. That boss fight sucks for how long it can be. It used to like absolutely hand my ass back to me when I was a kid. I pretty much do have both eyes looking in different directions. So I got one eye. One, I have my legs up. You little bastard. Why are you here? I have my legs up, like in a relaxed position. And then I have one eye looking at the chat, and then one eye looking at the game. There's one more. Yep, there he is.
You'll never save him now.
I'll be taking that. Alright, now I'm kind of just stuck down the one ammo type. Nope, I see one guy over there. Elvis is gonna smoke him, I think. Hope. Oh, nope, he's coming after me. There we go. Yeah, that Donkey Kong 64 final boss is such a pain in the ass.
President?
I think even on my last Donkey Kong 64 stream, I think he ended up knocking me out once. Because the Tiny Kong phase. Also, this time I'm not going to do the mine. Also, I'm going to turn this one just to show what it does. So that shows where both presidents are. That way you can actually find them in case you get lost. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through here. He's not dead yet. There we go. Now he is. There we go. See, I mean, you can watch the stream so text and the game are on the same stream. Unfortunately, there would be a bit of lag with that. I've tried that in the past and it just did. Sometimes it'll work. If I'm using a capture card. Holy fuck, where'd he come from? If I'm using a capture card, sometimes I will try. Oh no, Merc. What'd you send? A little scared. Let me open up Discord here. Yeah, that is me. That is absolutely me. I can't believe you just got a photo of me like that. But yeah, unfortunately there's a little bit of input delay in OBS. Capture cards get a bit worse, but it is kind of doable.
There's the escape pod.
Also, if y'all are interested too, I can always swap over to doing some of the cheat challenges as well. Like, I wanted to do the small Joanna. Originally, funny enough, I started this stream as I was going to do speedrun stuff, and I was like, you know what, I'm just having more fun just talking. Ooh, fucking hell. Catch me slipping.
Give it up!
Let me readjust. Because then if I kind of sit up a bit too, the camera doesn't show my controller as well.
There's the escape pod.
Such a beautiful level, by the way. This is probably one of my favorite looking levels in the game. It's weird how warm the snow feels, though. But it's because it's, like, in a sunset-y, like, setting that the snow is kind of more warmer colors. But it fits really well. I love it. Yeah, Lava Sky. That guy was too busy cracking his neck. Oh, he's cracking his neck. There's one more guy here. There he is. Oh, somebody heard it. So there's going to be one Mr. Blonde heading my way. Oomst. I guess all the Mr. Blonde are heading my way. There should be two more, I believe. Let them just come to me. There we go. I'll be taking that. Wow, he actually came to me immediately. Usually he just waits a second. I think after this I may try doing the small Joe cheat just to kind of mix it up a bit. So far this has just been the base campaign. But I at least want to get through this level. I hear that.
Elvis, he'll be able to protect the president.
Extra ammo. I heard one of them. So there's one guy up there, there's one over there, there's one in here. Suspicious how quiet it is.
The jamming, it's coming from that ship.
I hear him. There's usually somebody that will kind of perch up here. There's 2 guys down there. I can just run in, smoke this ship, and then dip. There we go. Good ship. Cool. Let me swap over to the account that has all the cheats unlocked. So be the unlocked one. Change the audio, bring the audio up. This is originally what I wanted to do today, but I kind of wanted just to have a little bit of like warm up to it. Aries! How you doing? I hope you're doing well today. So, something I want to do is I want to do Small Joe. This just makes your character small. I've not actually really seen many people do any of the game with the cheats, like the cheat-based ones. The enemy rockets is actually impossible to complete, sadly. About to go to work. Damn. Hopefully your shift isn't like too miserable today. I do think for the sake of getting through the stream a little quick, I'm just going to do Special Agent for it, because this actually will make some levels a little bit more interesting than Perfect Agent, like the Villa. So I'll try to see if I can actually complete Villa with the Small Joe. So, all it does, make her small. Now, while this is slower, you can also make this a little bit more challenging by the fact that it'll be harder to reach some stuff. Already sending 4 people home. God damn. We had that shit at work. During the Christmas time, they were sending like everyone home. We had to cut so many hours. Our store ended up having 90 hours that had to be cut. Also, that man, frame 1 pulled out a Falcon 2. Holy shit. Alright, I don't need to actually access that way. I hear you.
Who are you and what do you...
Punched her shins. I know, right? Like, fucking hell. Like, everyone got their hours cut, even the managers. It was bad. It wasn't even a fact we were over. The way our company does it is like, they'll give us hours, and then at the end of the week, they're like, oh, yeah, by the way, those hours weren't actually given to you. It's weird how they do their shit. If it makes sense, they don't want anything to do with it. No, that company doesn't know what they're doing in the slightest. It's stupid. A fun fact. So I spent the last 2 days actually putting in new ventilation system for our building. It turns out that our ventilation system hasn't been working in 3 years. So like dust and everything like that's just been putrid. However, we were supposed to have it ordered 3 years ago. The order confirmed last year. It was supposed to actually ship last year for the ventilation system. We didn't get the ventilation system in until November. So it was an entire year later when we got the product in. And still they didn't bring the team that was supposed to install it. So we had to wait until this week, which is a few months, for that ventilation system to get installed. And I had to help out, get everything ready and stuff. And in the middle of all of that, we got it all installed. the fans were the wrong size. The entire thing's nullified. We had to take it apart and send it back and get another one. So, yeah, recirculating that wolf gas. So all that effort, that thing has been sitting in our stock room since November, which took up like a third of our space, and all that stuff nullified. It's like, god damn it. Hey there, Matt. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well today. Yeah, I can imagine. The previous store I worked at one point, their air conditioning had been down for years, and the only air conditioning that worked in that entire store was the the store manager's room, because of course it did. So like everyone else just had no AC whatsoever, and that store was already easy to like kind of get cooked up because it was just so hot. Yup, I know that exact AC units. They suck. They're bad. Yeah. Nothing will get done though, sadly. That's just how it be. Finally one that I can reach. Yup, exactly. Not only will they find ways to work around it, they'll actually pay. They'll hire their own version of like health inspectors, so they can pretend to like actually like verify them and stuff. But they actually just don't do shit. Oh, this is a cool animation. Like if you hit them against the wall, they just die like that. Yup, exactly. Oh, it's a race. A race against me and this bot. But yeah, it was interesting to find out that the whole time they shipped the wrong ventilation system. So it's like, well,
We programmed the cleaning bot.
hell, they only
Give you a way in.
they only need to pay for the bare minimum for ACs in our store, even though the cold's could be way better. Yeah, exactly. The worst thing for me, so like I live on the East Coast. The worst thing for me that I never understand is these giant retail companies will have one place based in like Texas that decides if places get AC units turned on or not. So it could be like 100 degrees out, and they're like, oh, well, it's technically cold here today, so we're not going to turn it on. It's dumb. Yeah, I know, right? Very dumb. Oh yes, also, now that y'all are here, Scott and Aries, I actually have something planned for Perfect Dark at some point that I'm going to release that I think you'll both probably like. Or at least I know Scott will like. Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, my office gets a new AC installed just before Christmas because the old one made funny noises. That's funny. Yeah, I shit you not. Like, we'll do some dusting, and the next day that dust is back. That's how bad the ventilation is in that building. Oh yeah. I ended up compiling a bunch of stuff. I'll keep it a secret right now. But I'll be having a video come out at some point, documenting some stuff for Perfect Dark, which I'm really excited for. So I gotta shut down experiments. There we go. First try. Scott the Waz. Let me sit back some more. There we go. The Scott.
Seen you before.
Oh, I bet. Today's my day off. So I was like,
Switch this thing off.
I ended up getting that stuff for the video worked on. So a little bit of a productive day. Usually I kind of like to just chill out on my days off just because I do so much anyway. Oh yeah, the LTK6 winner. I'm rooting for him. Those were some there's some fun LTK practice matches we got on the stream yesterday. That's what the LTK tournament's missing is GoldenEye RP. No, I'll say it here. I'll sign up for the LTK up 6 if there's a slot available by Monday. Want others to join. Oh fuck! I look away. But slots. Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. I'm gonna give it. I fucking look away at the chat, and that's what happens to me. I get smoked. I kind of feel the same way. I want to give it a little time because 10 people already signed up. Shot him in the ass. Is that a bullet? But I want to give it a little bit of time because if 10 people already signed up and there's only like what 12 spaces left, I'll wait it out because honestly, like for me, I'm just doing it to be a part of the community. I'm probably not going to make it after round 1. I'm not really going to take it like the most serious. I kind of just want to have fun and just enjoy being with the community. Steward's mod first. Is it we're some of the first subs? Interesting. Batteries I pay for turbo. That I did not know about. Needs Twitch recap 24. Yeah, I've definitely seen like a shit ton of badges. I've not actually looked at any of mine. But yeah, depending if there's any slots open, then I'll join in.
Something around
I'm essentially just going to be like the comedic goober that just comes in and probably just gets smoked round one. If anything, I'd probably do good in the group stage, but like I'm not gonna make it out of round one. I'm fine with that.
Intruder alert!
Yeah, no, seed low. Soapy versus Scott and Aries, and there's yeah. Get placed against Brandon. Ain't nobody gonna win against Brandon. Dark Brandon, yeah. We need light Brandon. Maybe light Brandon's like Bible study 24/7 Brandon. Who knows? It's like he gets different like Metroid suits. Jesus, Brandon. More like Jesus Christ, Brandon. Whenever he like is just like, yeah, Mick Smith wants to kiss me everywhere.
I haven't seen you before.
Holy Brandon. Time to hit this man in the shins. Every time. Jump scare.
Pull the plug on that. Now!
Please, just don't hurt me.
Funny enough, this level seems fairly normal. All things considered, if you're small. There's some levels that you have to do some actual, like, nutty workarounds if you're small Joe. But this one's relatively just straightforward. You're just slow. Slow and tiny. You'll get there eventually. Oop. I was reading the chat again. Almost got demolished. Small Joe just like me. Joe Mama. I'm genuinely amazed at this PC port, though. Now I get plenty of time to sit and fucking think. Like, I've played a few other PC ports and stuff like that, and a lot of them are just bare bones, like the bare minimum. Barely anything, not even, like, being able to unlock stuff early on or stuff. And, like, the fact this one has to unlock everything, it has some extra cheat codes, it has a bunch of different extra settings in the multiplayer, everything like that. Genuinely phenomenal. Like, top tier work. Also, they're going to be allowing mod support for this soon. That you can actually just import your own mods and stuff without, like, really any effort. So, like, genuinely really cool shit that this PC port has. Always love the fact that when weapons are out of ammo, they cock back like that. Really nice little immersive detail.
Dr. Carl has got to be nearby.
Good shot at him. Ooh, that hits me from here. What the fuck? Alright, we've seen that level. Fuck that. This is the level I'm interested in showcasing. They actually have a little lip here that lets you kind of aim over this. I think it's kind of funny they include this little lip just for this.
gun!
Time to slow run this game. I think the one guy I'm missing is over that way. There we go. Oh no, I actually got him. This is definitely one of the levels that has like the most amount of like adjusting that you got to get used to for this cheat code, just because like the snipers are so high up on the roof and that beginning segment and everything like that. Where is this man? He is hiding from me. He's somewhere here. Oh, there he is. There's him. And then there's this guy. There we go. Hit back to lurk. Good chatting with you, Merc. Have fun with your lurk.
Generator back online. I'll get power to the lower basement.
Good work, Mr. Squidward. Oh, so nice. It looks like the emote change worked. You're able to move the emotes in the specific tiers, but you can't move them to the other tiers, which is really annoying, so I had to re-upload them. Yeah, I had no idea that fucking tier 3 meant it was like $40 a month. Fuck that. I thought it just meant like, oh, if you're subbed for a certain amount of time. Like how YouTube has its membership icons. I think I also just recently unlocked another slot for it, so I'm actually able to add something else, I think. Ooh, what's that? FFZ.
No, John, I'm okay.
I'm going to
Thugs made me tell them where I'd hidden Dr.
screenshot
Carl.
that so I can
I'd held out
remind you
for
later.
months more.
It's not your fault, sir. I should have been quicker.
Ooh, okay, good to know. Hell yeah. Also, at this point, I may attempt to do some more speedrun stuff. See how well I do chatting and speedrunning at the same time. Sorry if this is kind of like all over the place. If there is any specific challenge stuff you want to see too, let me know. But I just really enjoy just messing around in this game. I hope if anything, it's just a fun background thing to have play. Oh wait, let me actually do it on my normal one. There we go. Change the audio, bring the sound up. But why? For what?
The schedule is taking hostages. Get up to the office and save them.
There we go. Oh, you're good.
I'll have to go carefully. The hostages are counting on me.
Thanks, Joe.
Thanks for coming back from Joanne.
For multitasking, I kind of just try to keep up with the chat and stuff. Because genuinely, my favorite thing about streaming is interacting with people. So I like to prioritize that first. But I gotta get to a good middle ground of like being able to interact and then also be able to like actually complete the levels and stuff without running into death.
Things are desperate. They've planted a bomb. Find it and get it now.
You have a 3D model? I do somewhat loosely. Like I'm making my own levels for GoldenEye and stuff like that. But when it comes to actually making like anything like quality, not really. I'm still very new to it. The thing I do more is texture art. So I do texture art and retexturing for weapons in Perfect Dark and GoldenEye. And even Doom. I still gotta get back to my Doom stuff, but no, 140 is not too bad. But for modeling, no, not quite. That would be a good level.
Greetings, citizen.
This level can be a pain to speedrun because you gotta land this remote mine in a very specific spot. Take it here. There we go. Damn! 20 seconds. I'll be absolutely cooking and my computer crashes. Yeah, that's a fucking mood. The GoldenEye editor is so finicky. I'll be working on shit, like I was working on the Area 15 mod, and I got it all texture crashed. Like, oh, thank you. Also, still not as fast as it should be. Let me try this one. This one has the actual cops appear. So what I can do is go here. Wait.
Take it easy there, lady. Have an intruder. I don't want any trouble.
Wait for them to leave. There we go. Bring this out.
The only place we could secure the equipment was a storm drain.
What? What?
Greetings, citizen. Space, we have an intruder. Intruder alert.
Caught that man scratching his ass.
Take her down.
Oh, it gets stuck. There we go.
The only place we could secure the equipment was a strong drain.
There we go. This right there. Also, I like to back up on the wall when I throw it, because if they shoot you, if you're not on the wall, it pushes you back a bit. 50 seconds, that's better than what I previously had. Hell yeah. Also, the way I do speedrunning for Perfect Dark is completely random. I know sometimes people just do the same one over and over again. They'll do like RTAs where they go through the entire thing. I like to kind of do a bunch of random ones. I worked out what map I want to port. Ooh, okay, good shit. I still need to go through the Doom mod and reduce down the stairs. Oh, let me see. It's either gonna be something cool or it's gonna be a fucking shitpost. Ooh, okay. Hell yeah. I approve of that. Good shit. Yeah, I think so too. I still gotta get through all the Doom levels I ported over too. I need to get Ares. I need to get that man. I'd be like Brandon. I need him. I need some big boy. No, none at all. Not even in the slight. I guess if you count caves. I don't count caves as a jungle theme though. I want to try to showcase something real quick. It didn't work. I didn't throw high enough. But if you do the crouch and like flip up the toss, you can actually land that. Like you can see how close it got there. I'm not going to attempt that for any more speed runs, but I just wanted to see. That's a grenade. Oh my god! Fucking hell. But yeah, I think that'd be a sick map. I just wish I knew more about 3D modeling and stuff. Because a lot of people now use Blender for GoldenEye map making and shit. But I don't know, like, anything about Blender. Which is unfortunate, because I'd love to learn more. It's kind of funny because I have very little knowledge when it comes to actually, like, programs and shit. And of all the programs for me to understand is the fuck-ass GoldenEye editor. I don't know why I can understand it as well, except for the action blocks. But, like, that's the only thing that I can really grasp for, like, tech-wise. Oh, I missed him. Oh, I missed. I don't even know why I was shooting them. I didn't even need to do that. Oh, you're still alive. This is a flubbed speedrun attempt right now. I'll say that much. These lasers don't activate, so I'm actually safe here. I stand corrected. Just thinking of Agent. There we go. That's one. Now head back this way. This level actually favors you watching the cutscene through, up until they say essentially watch out for these guys. Because some of these doors will open perfectly timed. Also, I just jumped on that man's head. They'll open up perfectly timed when you go to get them. Deactivate that. Here's hoping this grenade just doesn't disappear. Good shit. Please. That is one annoying thing that the PC port does that I've noticed, is that grenade just stops existing there. No idea why. I guess I'm taking that. Also, check that out. This is a fucked speedrun attempt. One guy up here will always try to throw a grenade. So that door opens if you perfectly time the cutscene. Which I did not do because I just skipped it.
Careful with that trigger finger, Agent Dog. You're closing in on my position.
Understood.
Come. Thank you, Mr. Guard. That's very, very important info. There we go. What did I get? 241. That's terrible. That's some poop shit right there, I think. Oh, I actually beat my previous. Oh, let's see, which one could I do to improve? Do I have any cheats I've not unlocked, actually? Well, I've not unlocked the far sight, perfect agent, 727. That's pretty doable. What about this one? Airbase. Fuck that. It's 311. Special agent. That one's a little nasty. Maybe I'll attempt that one. And he's already activated it. There we go. Rushing that actually worked a bit better. I had a nasty shot on these guards at one point. I was like, I fucking sniped them. I was like, holy shit. That's like, I'm never getting that again. Swap the disguise. Let me swap to unarmed. Come into here. Get your suitcase. I'll throw out my drug spy.
Hi.
Because these doors don't actually work the same way as any other elevators in the game. They essentially work on their own time. It's gonna be very annoying for speedrun stuff. So, if I just throw that right there, that door will remain open. And by the time you get into it, it'll automatically be closing. So you can just come around like this.
Use that case to conceal your equipment.
Hi.
Hi.
I hope he doesn't shoot at me. It won't alert any other guards if they shoot at you, but it is annoying because you can't really fight them back.
The case will get stolen unless you do something.
Also, if they speak, it alerts everyone. Everyone... You know, bastard. Prove me wrong. If they speak, if their speaking dialogue starts whatsoever, it'll aggro all the unalerted enemies. Damn! Fuck these guys. Yeah, they just gave up immediately. What, to kick my ass? Oh, hello. That's actually kind of perfect timing. But unfortunately, I can't close that door. This is a pretty good start so far. I'm happy with this. There we go. Hopefully that closes it.
New around here? Hey, give me back my case.
Hey, give me back my case. That almost sounds like my fucking voice acting in the Christmas mod.
Use that case to conceal your equipment.
Give me back the case. I hope Z can make some more mods. They were a lot of fun. Will these dickheads come in here? I hear them. Why are you angry at me? You know what? You get a special treat. Who screamed?
How's things?
Okay, you know the way from here.
Hi.
There we go.
Hey,
Place this down. Please? There we go.
The case will get stopped unless you do something.
I'll be taking that. Yeah, see how they don't... They're like unfazed. I heard a noise. Oh, it didn't work out in my favor. Fuck. Unfortunately, can't kill them either, or I'd gladly.
Hello.
hello. Hi.
Hey, that's perfectly timed elevator as well. Good shit. Alright, so if I can come here, drop the drug spy in a proper spot, I think that's good. It's a little too closed for me, I think. I think I messed that up.
Give me back my case.
There we go.
Use that case to conceal your equipment.
Ah, fuck this. Nah, fuck this level. I hate this one. I'll do anything else. I genuinely hate that level with a passion. It's poop shit tier.
This seems to be one of the special pillars.
It's funny how easy... Oh yeah, anything. I'd rather fucking like... I don't know. Do the stupid 30 challenges. Oh, it didn't count. Fuck. You're able to throw it over there and it will latch onto the pillar, but I guess it just decided not to. You know what? Honestly, yeah, I'd rather 100% Donkey Kong 64 than play that putrid fuck-ass level. That level sucks. There we go. Funny enough, I don't have to worry about taking damage at all after that. It is genuinely funny. Oh, fuck off. It's genuinely funny how easy this last level is, though. Like, they definitely should have had some more enemies with weapons in it, I think. And then the Scatter army is kind of very, like, weak. They don't really do too much because they're all just, like, frozen until they activate.
Oh no! The Skidder army is coming down.
So we'll be taking this gun.
Okay. Stop ahead and body will perish.
Yeah, it sounds good. You have a good rest of your day. I'm probably gonna call it soon anyway. I'm gonna start making some food. Do a few more speedrun stuff and then hop out. There we go. Yeah, take care. 227, I don't think I beat my previous time. No, not at all. What could be a good level to speed run through? Let me see if I can get the cheat for this. I actually like speed running this level. You do gotta make sure you take out the guards here early on, because Elvis will kind of just get stuck fighting them for like the longest time. Ooh. Funny enough, this beginning segment is the hardest spot in the in this level. Because they're very tanky, and later on you just don't have any enemies that fight you at all. You just get the Skedar. But at that point you get the Far Sight, which just lets you like snipe anything. Thank you, Elvis. Ooh, he got me. Good shot. It'll be time for some THLTK night soon. Ooh, okay. Good shit. I'm definitely down for that. Get some dinner made. Probably gonna have some pasta. Gonna probably do a, what am I thinking? Like a turkey sausage pasta. I'm not a real sausage person at all, but for some reason I really like turkey sausage. Okay, that's two. There's two more. Tim, and then this guy over here. This Skedar used to scare the shit out of me as a kid. I refused to go any farther in this game when I first played it. Do you know if he's doing it soon? I think it's, what's he doing, around like 8, I think. So I'll get this done, and then I'll probably hop over to watch TH. The watch and participate, I should say. Let's turn this off. There we go.
Come here.
You know, fair enough. It's nice playing Rex mod. I really enjoy it. I really like both versions. I like how, like, technical and, like, competitive Axis is. And then I like just the fact that Rex is very, like, laid back, just fun. I really like that the fact the extra levels have, like, different stat changes on the weapons. I think that's really cool. I love that, like, feature. Oh, both mods are amazing. There's a, yeah, exactly, I agree.
Get around the ship quicker.
They're both amazing in their own rights. Oh, I missed them. Oh, I missed. There we go. But I love the fact that the Twine maps were ported over. Like, that's so fucking cool. You have pizza and you got steak. Both are perfect. Yeah, exactly. There we go. Hey, appreciate you, TH. Yeah, you doing some streaming tonight? Definitely looking forward to some of the Rex multiplayer. Originally, I kind of planned on doing some more stuff for this stream, but I ended up just kind of chilling out. I was just having a fun time. There we go. Yeah, exactly. He's going to, but Doomer sent me a new mod tonight. Oh, okay. Glad he was able to get that out to you. They record a tutorial and launch registration page. Oh, okay. Your video, like the way you do your videos and stuff, are like really good. Like, I really like the one where it's like the hit boxes and stuff. It's very detailed. It's very, like, straightforward. Yeah. Ooh, the boys. Alright, Elvis, please don't run into them. There we go. I'm still rocking some good time here. I still got like another 2 minutes. This is a hard level, but it's like the speed run for, or like the cheat for it is kind of laid back. Also, these guys behind these doors do not spawn until you open them. Ooh, hopefully they don't hit me. Hopefully they don't hit me. Normally they have bad aim when you run past them like this. Good shit. There we go. But yeah, definitely looking forward to it. You got the lens. I really wanted to get into photography and stuff like that. Because, like, I do digital art and I used to do a lot of physical art and stuff. But, like, this is... It's not the same, but this is the extent that I have. At one point, when I used to do Doom mods, I would use something like this to capture, like, POVs for, like, weapons and stuff. And then I'd crunch them down and edit them for, like, Doom. I have a shit ton of them, too, that I need to actually get around and work on.
Already.
But funny enough, I was like, well, if I can't do like physical photography, I can do in-game photography. So that's kind of a little thing that kickstarted me doing my my photos for wallpapers and for the wiki. Which also, speaking of, I'm going to be doing some major changes to the Perfect Dark wiki as well in the coming month. So I'm really excited for that. I was going through it last night and it's like holy shit, it's so unoptimized, it's so unorganized, and there's just a bunch of stuff missing. So I'm like, let me go through and like really clean it up. I have over 1,000 edits in that wiki, and it still doesn't look like anything was done. I fixed a bunch of the web pages because a bunch of the web pages were just completely broken for the longest time. So I got like all of that. I got a bunch of technical things. I removed a bunch of like just blatant like lies, and cleaned up a bunch of the stat and photo pages and stuff. Oh, it'll be another fun one to the speed run. I always love speed running this one. You just do this. Oh, the first one was perfect. Also, I don't do speed runs for the speedrun .com or Elite or anything. I just kind of just enjoy doing it casually. I purposely kind of ignore newer strats and stuff just because, like, I don't want to get like too stressed out about like speedrunning tech.
I'll get the wind generator back online. I'll get power to the lower basement. They must be holding Daniel.
You not dead? Okay, he died. But yeah, there's a bunch of stuff I want to do regarding Perfect Dark this year. Something tells me it's going to be a good year for Perfect Dark. I don't know why,
Sir, are you injured?
but
No, John.
I want to at least put effort in my way
Thugs made me tell them where I'd hidden Dr. Carl.
and do some fun stuff with it.
Out for a few minutes more.
It's not your fault, sir.
123, I don't think I beat my record. Oh, I did. Neat. I think the lowest I got on XBLA was like 114, I think? I can't remember. Let's see, what would be a good one to kind of end it off? This one's always kind of fun. You do the little skip through the map.
Why the big hurry?
If Dr. Carroll is not extracted tonight,
But you do gotta wait for the cutscene. Like I shit you not, the hardest part about this is just waiting.
Are they all expendable?
I think it's like what, right here? Aw. Can't open it yet. I think he was scratching his ass instead of walking. It is cool that like the world still moves around during the cutscenes and stuff.
Why the big hurry?
But it is a little tedious finding that out when you speedrun and you don't have patience to watch stuff. Because so many of these levels can be optimized in so many ways if you just wait for the cutscenes.
Code keys will only operate while the owner is alive. If you kill them, the key is useless.
Pretty sure door's open now. Yep. They can pop into here. Do a little better than I did. Oh, fuck. Whoop, there's cheese. But you can essentially pop through this little crack, this little open geometry, and just fall through the entire map and complete the level. However, funny enough, there is fall damage. So if you fall far enough, you will just straight up die. So if you land on like the furniture
Are they all
next to the room, you'll actually be safe.
You have to be careful, Joanna. Code keys will only operate while the owner is alive. If you kill them, the key is useless. Armed guards are a different matter.
There we go. I didn't get exactly where I wanted to. Hey, it got me a little bit farther, I think. Yep, 13. I'll take it. This is always one of my favorite levels to speedrun too. Also, I'm not sure if the PC port just makes these easier or what. I swear to God, all three of them are always just in that one spot. That, activate that, good shit.
Without the autopilot and the GPS, ship will wander off station. Pull the plug on that. Now! Please! Don't hurt me! Pull the plug on that. Now! Please!
Damn, that laptop gun sentry didn't do shit. Oh, he got me. Try that again. Do this last one, then I'll call it here.
Activate the alarm! Trigger the alarm.
They'll be unable to conduct operations without
Okay,
you.
these are a little different now. Put some guards over there. Activate this. Get that. Damn. There we go. Clear out all the rest of them.
Without the autopilot and the GPS, ship will wander off safely. Pull the plug on that. Now!
Please, just don't hurt me.
Pull the plug on that. Now!
Please.
Normally you gotta wait for the other one to switch it off. And then the third one will go, "Die, you traitor," and he pulls out a magnum. But if you hit them as they are doing that first initial speech, they'll essentially double their lines. Also, did he not do it? Oh, you little bastard. He just took his time. But I like that. It's a fun little thing because you can just avoid having to wait for the whole dialogue to play out.
There's someone here. Take her to...
There's two more guys down here, and then there's one in that little room. There we go. I don't think I'm beating my speedrun time for it. Also, activating this little door in here skips almost half the entire end section of this game. So normally you would have to go through all of these rooms around here to get to the end of it. I don't think I beat my time. 3:36. Nah, just a few seconds off. But I think I'm going to call it here though. I apologize if it's kind of like a really random stream. I just kind of didn't know what I wanted to do besides just play Perfect Dark and chat. So I do apologize if it was a little or not convoluted, but like a little all over the place. But I always love playing this game. This is my favorite, and I want to see more. I want to see more like Perfect Dark related stuff, more positive Perfect Dark related stuff. Because I love this game, and I definitely want to do a lot more with it. But on that note, I appreciate everyone who has tuned in. If you're watching the VODs, anything like that, it's always good to have you. I'm going to have some really cool stuff coming out in the future regarding this game, which I'm really excited for. I've done some stuff that nobody else has done at the moment, so I think that's going to be pretty cool. But on that note, I appreciate you all, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Y'all take care.